Some people meditate to find their center. I just sit on a vibrating engine until I can't feel my hands or my HR department's expectations. Welcome to Writing and Corporate Life. My existence is a rotating cast of personas. I'm a husband, father, friend, and a colleague. But for 40 hours a week, I'm a manager with 30 years of experience in high level corporate BS, the kind of professional theater required to keep a roof over my head. If you're under 30 and currently holding space for your feelings, you're on the wrong channel. This is for the people who trade HR approved wellness checks for actual horsepower. Each of my lives has its own politics. At home, I'm the guy who can't find the butter in the fridge I've owned for a decade. At the office, I'm the guy who has to pretend that a synergy jam session is a productive use of my remaining years on Earth. People ask me, man, isn't writing dangerous at your age? I tell them, have you ever sat through a mandatory workshop on how to be your authentic self? That's dangerous. That's a slow death by office furniture that looks like it was designed for a space station lobby and huddle rooms where grown adults are forced to sit on beanie bags. Language barrier. I speak in results and deadlines, and they speak in vibes and boundaries. We're basically using two different operating systems. I heard a kid last week who asked me for an emotional PTO because the office coffee beans weren't ethically sourced. I told him when I started, the coffee was basically battery acid and sugar was available only on Christmas week. Down with the pen. Now if I don't use the sparkly emoji in the Slack message, my team thinks I'm plotting a mass layoff. Last week I sent a memo about quarterly projection and my assistant told me that my vibe was aggressive. My vibe is not aggressive. My vibe is exhausted. I have a mortgage, a prostate the size of a grapefruit, and socks older than your career. People think that at my age, you're supposed to just fade into the background and wait for your pension. I say that's a load of garbage. You see, 30 years in the boardroom teaches you how to lie, but 30 years on two wheels teaches you how to live. Out here, there's no nouns, there's no alignment, there's just the gravity that holds you to the earth and the momentum that sets you free. The office is built on things that don't really exist, like titles, spreadsheets, and vibes. But this machine, this road, they're honest. They don't care about my KPIs or my authentic self. They only care that I'm present. They remind me that even with the gray hair and the corporate scars, I'm still a force of nature. If you're tired of the corporate script, if you're ready to stop apologizing for having an opinion and a pulse, then hit the subscribe button. We're going to talk about the grit it takes to stay human in a world made of plastic. Life starts every time you get into first gear. So come along. Let's see if this world can still keep up with us.
Glass doors, flickering screen glow on my wrist. Inbox like an oncoming storm. Tiny red numbers keeping score. Coffee ring maps on my desk. Crumbs in the keys. I'm a guest in a love life that scrolls and scrolls. Saving drafts of aging souls. I was born for open roads, not open plans. Raised on diesel dreams. Dust on my hands, now I'm shouting in fluorescent rain. Turn this cubicle cage into a fast lane. If the whole world runs on unseen code, I'll still trust the hum of the long black road. Heartbeat kicking like an engine in my chest. I'm breaking out, I care into a fast lane. If the whole world runs on unseen code, I still trust the hum of a long black road. Heartbeat kicking like an engine in my chest. I'm breaking out, I can't rest. What if the point's not the climb or the crown, but the miles you miss when you never break down? What if the glitch is the only real sign that there's more to a life than a perfect line?